Previously in Gaming plays The King's Dilemma. Following a successful series of profitable deals behind closed doors, House Flimflammus was able to secure marriage of one of their children to the heir of King Harold V of Ankhal. This was despite not getting involved in the major dilemmas of the period. With the king succumbing to death after a relatively full and pretentious reign, his son Jonas took on the title of Jonas I. Early in the reign of Jonas I, House Flimflammus allowed a merchant from their own province of Coden to make a replica of the famed sword of the king, the Scarlet Tide. This was met with vehement protests from the Mhuirians, who proceeded to not actually oppose the vote, along with every other house on the council. The Mhuirians and the Cromwells subsequently arranged for trade with a group of marauders at the City of Tents. This exchange allowed our expedition to obtain a copy of the golden map we were seeking, leading us towards mysterious mentions of the ancient southern Sun Empire and the promised Fountain of Gold. Unfortunately, this was at the expense of both the Crown Treasury and the priestesses of the South, sparking a minor diplomatic incident when it was revealed the marauders obtained the map by slaughtering a group of the priestesses. When it was revealed that the red iron from the north may have value for medical tools, the Valarans were quick to voice support, but they were equally swiftly batted down by Mhuirian and Cromwell, assisted by the Mhuirians insisting that healing the people is pointless if you can't defend them. Following a brief period of bickering over the direction for the southern expedition, House Valoran managed to persuade the southern expedition to ignore the directions from House Mhuirian and take a potential route to the Golden Temple through the Nebula Mountains. Due to the ongoing success of the southern expedition, the Guild of Merchants of Ankhal proposed the creation of a centralised coin and bank. The proposition was fiercely opposed by House Flimflammus, who refused to have their own money used to fund others. However, it was heavily supported by House Cromwell, who not only spent the majority of their power, but even paid gold for favours from the Mhuirians and the Valorans in supporting the creation of the central institution. Finally, in the twilight years of Jonas I's reign, a woman is discovered and accused of witchcraft in the Mark of Dualac. While the Valorans and Mhuirians are insistent that we send the army to apprehend her, the Mhuirians and Flimflammus succeed in outmanoeuvring the other houses, insisting that witchcraft and heresy is pure superstitious nonsense. While perhaps noble, it is yet to be seen whether this will have potentially dire circumstances as a group of cult zealots known as the Truth Seekers start causing havoc in an attempt to bring the witch to their own justice. The tremors of uncertainty have only just begun to spread when Jonas I sadly passes away peacefully. His passing is accompanied by a sigh of relief, as the kingdom's coffers and welfare are in an extremely poor state. The crown will be retained by the current lineage, as Jonas II assumes his late father's position.
Also, did you say something to me about me needing to give you money and power, sorry?
Yes, if you give me 5 money and at least half your power to start. Have we found this map yet? Oh, we did.
No, we went to the mountains and then they were like, I don't know if we're going the right direction.
We don't know if we are going the right direction or not.
And now we've got these bloody truth keepers roaming the land, don't we?
Shall we? Does everyone know who they are? Everyone in their role-playing faces, minds, whatever?
Yes, I'm always in the minds.
It's a new generation, Jamie. The sins of the fathers have been forgotten. Look how great! Look what great situation the kingdom's in, anyway.
I am the sin of my father. Yeah,
I just want some wine.
Right, we good?
You are exactly like your father, James.
Second monitor.
Higher house number has higher prestige.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, try not because you can see the cards flipping over. Try and not stare at that, Jamie. Go away. I don't know if it makes most sense to
pick one that's good for you.
Pick one I've done before, or just mix it up and just try something different.
Well, look at the bottom of your sheet. It tells you which ones get you more.
Yeah, that is partly what I'm looking at. But
I just work towards them.
I know you say partly what you're looking at, but that's almost entirely what I'm looking at. I don't know. Is there another play? Who knows?
Yeah, there is another play.
One that you think would be fun to play.
Yeah, which is what happens to a line.
Everyone hear you?
J-Roy.
Right.
Tim's little green arrows and... Oh, here he is.
This looks
Yes, sir.
interesting.
A beautiful lady suddenly appears at court unannounced. She's very young, with blonde hair and dark eyes, and she claims to be the alleged witch of the Hedgehog Woods. My name is Hysadora. We knew it. My name is Hysadora. I have no such supernatural powers. I just use my intellect to solve problems. Protect me from the fearful rabble, and I will be at your service. Together we will enter a new era of progress for arts and knowledge. We welcome her to court. I mean, we're going this far. We fucking burn the woods for something. Might as well keep her alive.
I think she sounds lovely. I would like to have her at court.
Good for some knowledge, you know. I'm a fan. I am going to... Was it... It's I we want I? Yeah.
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm actually not sure what I think.
I'm going to put 2 onto I. I think that we should welcome Hysadora.
The witch.
What do you think I should think, Jamie?
Think for your
What do you
fucking
think
self.
I should think after what she's done has caused such ruin to my land?
She has done nothing. The people who got worked into a frenzy, which you encouraged. And then we
I
tried to protect
encouraged.
them. Yes.
I think you're misremembering. I voted to intervene, and I was overruled by you guys. You guys wanted to just let her roam, you know.
You wanted to capture her and fucking try her for
I did,
fucking witchery.
I did, and if that had happened, we wouldn't be in this mess, Jamie.
There's no mess.
What do you mean there's no mess? Look at this little thing. Religious zealots roaming the land.
That's not our fault.
My land.
They got us worked up.
Nay, be gone with her. In fact, no, I want to cast her in irons.
Leroy, you have to remember that religious zealots are now a bigger problem than the witch themselves, like the witch herself. So, like, there's no harm in allowing a beautiful lady who's very young with blonde hair and dark eyes coming to court. I mean, I think it might soften your edges to have a womanly presence around.
I agree.
You do need your edges softened.
See, this, you know what? This is nonsense. Who needs women of any presence? This is medieval. This is medieval times. We don't need women.
I'm surprised.
We don't want them. We don't want them voicing opinions and things like that.
I'm surprised, Seb. Normally you're quite into the witchiness.
Oh,
Had to say.
yeah.
2 votes, 2 power for nay.
You guys have been bewitched, like James, because of by the blonde hair. This is heresy at its
What are you
finest.
Jobo.
I believe this is a... I will also be putting 2 power into Nay.
Okay. Okay.
Tim, are you going to give any indication as to which way you might fall?
How would it influence your decision?
Well, I want to vote aye.
I would say that is my current leaning.
Okay.
I'll go 2 for aye then.
Wow. Interesting.
It's all on Tim. 1 for... 2 for aye.
2 for I. You only need to put 1 in.
No.
There's a mistake, mates.
Okay, well, passes.
The ayes have it. The ayes have it.
Okay, what we got then?
I think you'll regret this.
Seb gets to break the tie for who's leader.
Yeah, but read the card first.
I'd say probably break the
Break
tie
the tie,
first.
yeah.
In case there's a wee secret sticker on the other side.
Seb, can I please be the sticker person?
I think that I was the driving force behind that decision and deserve to be the leader.
To be fair though, Jamie was he led the way. He was the pathfinder. So Seb, I think you should make Jamie the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely not Jamie.
What?
We'll have Jonas the Third on our hands if you pick Jamie.
No,
Jamie also did tank the kingdom last time, so...
I did not. You wanted to
Jamie
fucking make a
also
personal
said-
bank for yourself.
Jamie's only ever made bad decisions.
Sorry, where is the money sitting right now? Is it quite high up? Yeah, it is.
I think you'll see that's because I founded that bank, Jamie. Look at this little thing I've got here, this little token I've got proving it.
Well, and also the scarlet, the period sword.
That was me, yeah.
That was
right. Who's breaking the tie, Seb? Come on.
Oh, I have to choose. I forget.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to James.
Excellent news.
I'm putting your power in for you, Tim. I'm going to read the card first. James reads it. Fuck's sake. Sorry. James, on you go.
Yeah, Tim, do you need to put your power into the pile? Oh, there is cards.
Right. Thanks to her convincing words, Hysadora is allowed to join the court. The scholars of the kingdom are happy to indulge their unfailing curiosity about her strange ways. I'll indulge my curiosity, disregarding the vehement protests of superstitious people.
Oh, God.
-1 to morale.
More heresy!
The magic of genius. Hysadora seems very young, except for her dark eyes, which betray wisdom and experience beyond her age. Just like J-Roy. She wears a mantle of black leaves, long enough to touch the ground. Why is she wearing leaves? We assign her a small quarter in the palace, where she spends most of the time working in solitude. I'll see to that. Over the following months, she feverishly writes books and essays whose meaning eludes most. She even builds weird contraptions claiming they will do wonders. Servants and scholars start to regularly ask for her help with several matters, but the most superstitious claim that she is only defiling the court.
And I have to agree, defiling indeed.
Yeah, this does sound a lot like heresy, the more I hear. Wearing leaves at court?
Open your mind to the possibility of the unknown, gentlemen.
Open minds is how you get demon incursions.
Yeah, if you open your mind too much, your brain will fall out, James.
The Tribune reports that the calves in Coden are showing symptoms of a strange illness that is killing the cattle. Our scholars suggest that any herd with infected animals should be suppressed entirely to prevent the disease from spreading further. If we do, we risk famine across the region. Do we exterminate the tainted cattle? Oh God, that's a bit real. I don't know how to feel about this one. Probably not. That's what my people would say. Just don't bother doing anything.
There is the risk, though, that if we don't, we would lose more foods than if we kill them, if it spreads.
I think we can just, prevent the spread with social isolation. We've learnt this, social isolation. We don't need to kill the cows, just keep them separate. It's very relevant, guys.
Well, it depends how it's spread. If it's mosquito transmitted, that's not going to do any good. Is that going a bit too much? Okay, ignore that last bit. I think they should be culled. Where is Codden, anyways? Where is that on the map?
I think.
To the right? Yeah.
Oh, I mean...
isn't that Jamie's place, Codden?
But you Southerners have got enough food as it is anyways. Kill them. I will not have it risk spreading to my herds.
What am I voting for here?
You're voting nay, James.
I'm gonna pass for power.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I don't know how to feel about this one. And I might invest. Yeah, whenever you pass during a voting phase, you can invest coins.
Okay.
Let's invest! You got to speculate to accumulate.
Alright, Tim's going. Wow, you're putting out a 5?
Why not?
Oh, okay.
My people are frivolous. We spend what we have. We don't worry about saving.
Passing for power.
Goodness gracious.
You gotta speculate. Stonks are going up. Stonks are going stonk.
Jamie is putting a power into nay.
You don't think these diseased animals should be killed?
No, nay as in they should not be killed.
Yeah.
I thought that cows went moo.
They're cows.
So I think voting nay is a bit redundant, no?
Good one, James.
Thanks.
He really wants a negative sticker.
One of my-
I played really hard last game to get one as well.
3 power to I.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I will put 2 power into Nay, and with the moderator token, I will break the tie in Nay's favour. I assume that's reasonable, yes?
Well, I mean, technically it goes through to Jamie again. So.
Oh yeah, Jamie would get another. Jamie, have you muted your mic? Or what?
Yes, I've been talking a lot.
Oh, right.
And
Oh,
I have
really?
not been in the discussions.
Did you just think we were all ignoring you?
No, you were kind of responding in the way that you would. I don't know, it was weird. It's been for a while, I think.
Yeah, this is exactly what happens, I swear. Like, people just the conversation keeps going, and it feels like you're, taking part. It's
Yeah,
like,
I will hold.
yeah.
I don't know where I last managed to speak to anyone, so I'm just going to say nay. Yes, you're another leader.
Yep.
I also separated James and Tim. Your power is separated there.
What a lovely administration we have.
Do you get?
And it even voted the way I wanted it to.
Did you get 4 power each, and then there's one left over? Is that what happens?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
And then Seb reads out the card.
Yep. Are you all ready?
Yep. Turn it around.
Despite the protests of our scholars, we can't allow the death of thousands for an excess of caution. We order that only the most blatantly ill cattle be killed. People rejoice for our wisdom and organise a great festival in honour of Rayla, the saint daughter of wellness. A few weeks later, though, the illness appears in Gaman, Alantas, and Cran.
Worth it, man. How happy we're for. I've done it. I've done it.
Have you done the scales as well?
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be. Wait, that's.
And you need to put a sticker down as well.
Yeah. So it's number 7. Unfortunately, more and more calves continue to contract the disease and die. Their corpses smell horribly, and their meat cannot be consumed. The Truth Keepers burned many fields in northern Dualak because of their suspiciously coloured grain. The fires are now spreading to Tiril. The Zealots claim that the wheat was corrupted by evil and had to be destroyed, but many farmers have completely lost their crops and beg for help. Do we compensate the farmers?
I think we should. We've got to think so. If we don't help the farmers, then we're going to have cattle and grain, and that's a bad place to be in.
I think we should as well. I am with Jay. I am with.
Damn right, you're compensating the farmers. You brought this on my people.
That's fair. So we will compensate them. J-Ray, we are men of our word. We are a council of truths.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the wheat probably was evil, but that's not the farmer's fault.
Where's this fire then?
To be fair,
Durlac is up here, and that is Jamie's region. That's Jamie's region, in fact.
Spreading to Tyrell. Where's Tyrell?
Tyril.
Tyrell. I don't know. Right, Seb, what are you voting?
Oh, of course, I start. Well,
There's 4 power.
4 power here. Has anyone else decided what they're likely to do?
Yes.
What are you thinking, Buzz?
Yes.
You're thinking to vote yes? Okay, Jamie, J-Roy?
What do you think? These are my farmers. Of course, we're compensating them because of your inactivity, your lack of response. We're here.
we need to protect our working class people.
Mm-hmm.
James and Tim, are you both also feeling the eye here?
I haven't decided. I'll see how things lie.
James?
I think I've made myself quite clear.
Well,
Yes.
I'm going to pass for power in that case.
No, don't take it yet. You can invest money if you want.
And I am indeed going to invest money. I'm going to invest 2. Just fuck it, why not?
Pussy.
Oh no, actually no. I fucking took the coin from the wrong place. I take a coin from here.
3 for I. We're paying the bloody farmers.
Fair.
If anyone tries to dissent, they're getting blown out the water.
Pass
Tim?
the moderator.
Pass for moderator. I'm going to pass for power. Oh, I did the same as Seb did.
I keep doing that as well, Jamie. I keep taking
What am I doing?
money from my pile and putting it on pass.
I'm done.
It's just where J.Y. has a sudden change of heart again.
Yeah, here bitch James, and it goes back around again. So.
Oh wow, okay.
Did you?
4 power.
Wow.
Wow.
Is there? There's not even a sticker involved.
I think there's going to be story though.
I am. I will protect my people.
Well, that's fair.
I'll let you have it.
So I get 2 power. James gets 2 power.
Sab gets 2 power.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, James voted.
A part of the royal treasury is allocated to compensate the ruined farmers in Dualac and Tyrol for the damage caused by the zealots ravaging the countryside. This will bring relief to the populace, but will take its toll on our finances.
That is worth it. Minus 3 to work.
That's fucking much. That's a lot more than I was expecting. Goodness.
Plus 2 to this, yeah.
But it's plus.
Add
yeah,
one more, right? Because it has.
And a momentum.
Yeah.
So.
So this goes.
It was
That's
even.
balanced.
It was even, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Him before J-Roy's got the fucking ruined kingdom again.
Oh, got more of the sword. Tim's going to be happy.
The period sword.
Period sword.
We have lost contact with the smugglers. Many think they fell prey to Scarum raiders in the Lawless Mountains. Some suggest that we should send a military contingent to investigate. A dangerous quest, as it could be seen as trespassing by the kingdom of Enkhal, further to the north, with whom we have not had contact for decades and whose military strength is unknown. Do we send the army to investigate?
Well, do we?
Well, it's going to be a yes from Tim and a yes from J-Roy.
Not necessarily. There's no inherent army bonus. Influence bonus.
Yeah, it's knowledge bonus this time.
Was it morale up on one side, morale down on the other, and stickers? Is it?
No, not morale. The knowledge, the scroll.
Knowledge plus
Yes,
or
sorry,
more.
that's what I said. That's what I should put down, but I just said the wrong thing.
Where's Scarum? Where is Scarum? Is that one of our people, or is that one of the? No.
Enkhal is this bit.
Yeah.
So I presume it's just like kind of to the north.
Must be.
It doesn't actually say it anywhere on the map.
No.
I no. I'm going to pass. I don't feel strongly about this. I'm also going to.
For power.
I am. I'm also going to invest.
I'm not sure how strongly the Valoran family feels about this either, so I too am going to pass. But I'm going to pass the power, or am I going to pass the moderator token? I will pass the power.
Yeah. Jamza? That was an evil cackle, Seb.
I mean, it's quite clear that there's going to be some voting.
We must help the smugglers.
Why?
I mean,
Mate, we've got a sword called the Crimson Tide. I want more.
I'm beginning to think you think with only one thing, James. Your own.
Hmm?
My people are renowned for just having a good time. Make of that what you will.
This doesn't exactly seem like it would be inherently a good time to investigate this.
Well, if we don't do it now, then when?
Yeah, Tim is also putting 3 into I. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
This is likely going to be a 4
for the
plus.
moderator token.
4 plus, by the way, boys. Okay.
I like that move, Jamie. That was nice.
Tim, I'm guessing you want to be leader.
Yeah, the eyes.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
2 money and you'll be leader.
I'll give you 2 money.
Nah. You've been leader already. Thank you.
Yeah, well. Can't win them all.
So, who passed for power?
Me as well. So
You
we
and
both get 3, I believe.
Our soldiers leave Torque, heading to the. A few days later, only a handful of them come back. The survivors tell they found the smugglers' camp and their corpses near the Enkhal border, but were attacked by a handful of extremely skilled fighters bearing red iron weapons and armour. Despite their superior numbers, our soldiers barely managed to escape.
This
Oh,
sounds dangerous.
Looks like the Crimson Tide's come up against the Crimson Pad.
Fucking what? Okay, so this goes down by 1. And this goes up 4, right?
Up to the top, aye.
So that should go up by 3. Oof, that's a bit concerning.
Get a money.
The sacrifice of our soldiers north of the border gave us insight into the Kingdom of Enkhal's military strength and way of fighting. Prospect of further research on the subject excites our scholars.
Excites?
Bunch of nerds.
Sadistic bastards.
Nerds. What was it?
James, can you give me drawing rights, please?
The fact you used the thicker pen for that somewhat triggers me.
62. I'll make it easier for you, Seb. There you go. Oh.
It's a new age.
Oh, don't do that! No!
Despite the relatively short distance, contact with the Kingdom of Enkhal was lost for decades. The bitter lands that divide us allow very few exchanges, and they never had much to offer anyway. Though they were a militaristic society, we considered the Enkhali as inoffensive as the Scarabs, nomadic tribes living in the unclaimed brown hills along our border. Yet, despite their small numbers, it seems they've become a threat thanks to red iron. They must have discovered it only recently, but they mastered its harvesting and smithing much better than we. The scouts we sent even sighted an impressive fortress reinforced with huge iron plates they call the Crimson Keep. Well, we know we're going to have to fucking fight that, lads.
Yeah,
It's a good job we've been invested in the military, isn't it, really?
It is a good job we did, Jamie. Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
good, that's brilliant foresight, Tim. Brilliant.
Excellent by yourself, and myself, of course.
Right, you can suck each other off.
Also
later.
sounds like we found out who the Scarab are now. Ooh.
Increasingly, rumours of the fierce Kingdom of Enkhal worry our people. Many think we should recruit more soldiers among the peasants to patrol the unclaimed lands north of our border. Scholars believe we should instead investigate the customs of Enkhal to ascertain whether they are really a menace, and to clarify the misunderstanding caused by the smugglers. Do we recruit more peasants into the army?
Oh, I don't know, boys. Like the food will take a hit, but I think we need to take those scrims and keep down.
I think
Take it down. I'm putting 4 power into I.
I think the grain reserves can handle it, basically, frankly.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna pass for power. How much power is there? Hang on. It's 4.
4.
Is or not?
No, it's only 4.
No, there's power here, that might be...
Oh, is that?
Oh, and here. Tim, what's all this power, Tim?
That's what Tim just voted. Is that meant to be in the middle? Okay.
Oh, Tim just voted. Wow, he put 4 power on this!
Okay, so 7 power. I'm gonna pass for power.
I think there should be 8 power, should there not?
No,
Yeah,
it's
should be
3
actually.
3, and a
No,
1
'cause you-
that was left over.
Because you and James. Oh, 3 and 3. Alright, of course.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different vote. Right, so you passed, Jerry.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put 3 coins in the bank, much to my much better against my better judgment. Don't want to invest in this bank, but you know, that's a measly, sum to put in.
Seeing as it started already, I guess you might as well use it. I suppose.
Yeah, if I missed
I
it.
feel like we should be investing in the army. 1 power.
Fair. Seb.
I think I'm going to pass for the moderator token.
I say, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I will pass for some power, and I'm also going to buy some stonks.
You're gonna buy some stonks.
Well, the eyes have it, and
I can't wait for this bank just to fail and crumble and everyone to lose their investment.
yeah, I'm kind of expecting the card to not be drawn this time, to be honest. Oh, minus
Calling
4.
peasants to serve in the army unfortunately means less farming. High Commander issues orders to deploy the new contingents to the unclaimed hills north of our border. The diplomats worry that without knowing much about the Enkhali, such a blatant display of power may precipitate a volatile situation.
Oh god damn it.
All is well. We need to just be prepared. We know they're going to fight us anyway.
So, what was it? You went 5 down.
I went 5 down, minus 3.
Yeah, because of the momentum. Yeah.
Observant defence. The newly created contingents are sent to occupy the unclaimed hills in the north and bolster the border defences. series of small forts are set up close to Enkhal's borders to observe their movements. The bulk of our army stands behind them in a large encampment ready to intervene. Rumours of the dreadful might of Enkhal, however, spread fear among our ranks. The scary tales shared by the Scarams, barbarian nomadic tribes living in the Brown Hills, suggest that they know no fear, and they are trained to master all weapons from the age they can walk. They are said to be very honourable, though, and always to keep their word.
Sounds like they need to be inducted into the Empire.
Inducted or constricted?
They don't get a choice, if that's what you mean.
You don't know.
Why?
Beautiful.
Why?
Beautiful.
The Librarian Chancellor reports that an artist named Floriando, inspired by the ongoing immaterial transformation of wealth, has developed a new painting style that abandons realism for abstract forms and colours. Many artists join his movement, fascinated by his revolutionary take on art, but the common people are unsettled by these degenerate works. Do we ban the new style?
Heresy!
Ban the style! Ban the style! It upsets the commoners!
There is no need for degenerate works in our kingdom.
Absolutely not. Heresy at its finest.
I don't give a damn. I'm going to pass. For power.
Well, I'm going to put 3 for I.
I'm passing for power. I'm with some of this. I couldn't care less about the petty concerns of the art.
Petty?
The art community.
You say you're also passing for power? You're
You're
also passing for power, did you say, Jamie Rowe?
Yes, I am indeed.
Well, there's a very spirited debate, but I feel like it's already a foregone conclusion, so I'm going to pass the power.
Okay. James?
I'll pass for the moderator token.
Oh, goddamn.
Fair enough.
Reasonable.
Okay.
Another one in for the stonks as well, since I passed.
Okay, we all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantasy abandoned by reason produces no art, just impossible monsters. Artists caught by the city watch experimenting with outlandish new styles have their hands cut off and nailed to their doors.
Wow, okay.
-3.
And you also get sticker 167. Oh,
Ones.
hang on, the morale didn't increase, that's disappointing.
Okay, so artists are nudged towards celebrating the victories of the kingdom and its rulers. Foreign visitors are impressed with our illustrious history of cutting off people's hands.
Excellent. Truly, a great day for the kingdom. Heresy expunged.
The Tribune reports to us that an unprecedented drought? Yeah, I was going to say drought. Has hit Tyrrell. I can't pronounce any of these words. Ravaging crops and disseminating the cattle. The price of bread has the price of bread has increased to the point that many among the poorest can't afford it. But the Kingdom of Muir is offering us uncannily cheap wheat. Importing it would save the poorest from starvation, but its low price is suspicious. Do we import the Mhuirian wheat?
Aye, we must save the poor.
I am also in favour of this. I believe.
But what? No, I like the idea, yes, but like at what cost? Like this will hurt our industry ongoing. Like it's like bringing stuff over from China. Eventually, you bring everything over, and then we cannot produce anything ourselves.
Well, we can't produce anything at the moment, Jamie. Have you read the card?
By feeding the populace, Jamie, we encourage it to grow, and with a larger populace, we have more farmers and more soldiers as well. It's just only for the best.
I see.
Besides, it's you don't need to. It's suspiciously cheap, but it's fine. They're peasants; they'll eat whatever,
There should be 3 power in the middle. I'm pretty sure I put 3 in before.
Well, I don't know. I only took 2, and there was 6 there before.
Who knows? Anyway, it doesn't matter. There was no one else contesting.
Maybe we should put another one in.
Sure. I'm not putting one of mine in though.
No, I know.
I think
Yes, I agree. Vote aye.
I'm going to pass for the power.
Okay.
I really think we should be buying this
The
wheat.
stonks.
We've got lots of money in the bank, and we should.
What's the purpose of having money in the bank if we're not going to use it to help the peasants?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And with that in mind, 5 to aye, 5 power.
Wow.
You really love that.
They're my neighbours, and we feel a deep kingship with them. We will help.
Fair.
Well, this has gone exactly the way I wanted it to, so I'm happy to pass for the moderator token.
Yes, I'm passing for power. There's no need to spend power to put one in for the stonks.
You really, your people really do just like to spend, don't you?
I really want this thing to
10.
crash.
Okay.
He is muted, so I'm
Yeah, that's kind of.
Maybe Anya's there or something.
I've been talking for ages and I forgot that was. I was literally like, Jamie, just fucking do this, do that. Oh, yeah, okay, I forgot.
I know how it feels.
Yeah, are you sure you have that the right way round, Jamie? You want money to go up, and
I can categorically tell you I don't want it to go up, Tim.
okay.
Because
Jamie,
going high. Money goes down if it goes high.
Jamie, if you
Yes.
put- if you
Are you not wanting food to go up as well, Tim?
I am wanting food to go up, except I'm also not wanting food to go up.
Well, I'm,
J-Roy, if you put in
What?
an extra power, I will happily break the tie in your favour.
for what would you like?
I mean,
I think he's just on your side. He's saying that if you put one in, he'll break it in your favour.
I don't think, you know what, I would... No, I don't
be
need
greedy.
anything today.
Don't be greedy.
Just,
Okay, Seb, I will.
generosity in future.
Your generosity is noted, and you will have I will repay with a coin.
That's very good of you, thank you very much.
So he binds you to the deal, Seb. It's got nothing to do with generosity.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I'm going to... So, assuming Tim doesn't get another go now, because it ends with
No.
James, I am breaking the tie in
No.
the
Yeah,
Eye's
sorry.
favour.
Sorry. Jira jumped the
Wonderful,
gun. I shot myself.
wonderful.
I take my power.
The people shall be fed. Importing Mhuirian wheat, however cheaply, is an unexpected expense that makes the royal treasurer turn up his nose. The poorest fringes of the population in Tyrol, however, are relieved by the announcement.
Excellent news, everyone.
What happens then? +2 to food.
Yeah. And
-2 for wealth. God,
Yeah, so it was down here.
God damn it. Ugh.
so no change on the stability track.
And 50.
Oh, no death. I was kind of hoping the king would die there.
51, yeah?
51, yeah.
51.
I need to swap hands so I can write.
If a player gains... What are these things?
For the positive open agenda for food, they gain 1 additional victory point.
I see.
Dark Harvest. The drought has impacted food reserves in all of our duchies. Importing grain was our only chance to help Tyrol. Muir is a small but rather advanced kingdom. They claim that they developed a new fertilizer that allowed them to greatly increase their wheat production without compromising on quality. We all have Seb's bollocks. Yeah, the Mhuirian wheat we are importing is suspiciously grey as ash, as the flour obtained from it. Tyrolians complain that Muir is insulting them with poor goods because of historical bad blood between them, but the poorest outcasts are glad that they have something to eat and do not care about the colour of their bread.
Jira, how can you read that through your hand?
Yeah.
Plus his hand's a lot smaller, because your hand displays a lot smaller in comparison to other
yeah,
people's. Especially if you zoom in a lot.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was probably reading along with my...
No, you're fine.
I mean, it was not. It wasn't too bad.
I didn't need to read it myself. It was just like your hand was like sitting right on top of the.
What, Anna? Weren't those truth seekers burning fields because of the strange coloured grain earlier?
I'm not sure.
Was that not a thing?
What was
That
that?
was a
Sorry?
thing. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those truth keepers at some point were burning. Was there not a field of grain or something that they were burning?
I don't think that was related. I think they were. I think that was one of the dilemmas, and I think they were just burning. They were burning the grain of farmers. You know, it was actually one of today's dilemmas. In fact, it was one of these, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One of
Yeah,
today's.
this one here, where the zealots burned the grain in Dualak and Tyrell. Wow, actually, was that related?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, read that.
That's really cool if it is. I hadn't even.
Wheat was corrupted by evil.
Yeah,
It's that bloody
there's
witch again.
loads of it.
The witch is not a fucking problem.
This-
Oh
It's
god,
bloody
heresy!
let's do
Heresy!
I told you we should have killed her.
I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
That you are.
Sucked her pretty face.
Oh, here we go.
I definitely would.
Akla, a diplomatic emissary of the Enkhali clans, arrives at the court dressed in red iron armour. She claims they never intended to attack. They just reacted to smugglers trespassing their borders. She demands politely, strongly, that we show the same intent by recalling our troops from their border. It may just be a trick, though, and we have no idea what the consequences of such a decision might be. Do we recall our army?
It was said earlier that they are people of their word, and they do not lie. So I think they
Yeah,
are trustworthy.
from people who are literally fucking savages in the desert. That's who said that.
It's the north. It's the north. But I get what you're trying to say. Yes. You know, I get the feeling behind it, which is important.
I think we should, extend the olive branch of friendship and try and avoid this conflict, and that we should, show good faith.
They have not actually done anything. They did hurt people who actually walked into their fucking. Do the same.
We sent our army, and instead of sending like any fucking emissaries and be like, oh, it's all good, it was just smugglers, they attacked us and left all of our guys fucking dying.
And honestly, they also demanded. They made a demand.
They made a demand in our kingdom.
Not in my kingdom.
Be pawns to the fucking north?
You tell them, Tim. Absolutely.
Yeah, Seb, but you're saying this and you're going to fucking pass for power or some bullshit. So you never actually put your money where your mouth is, mate.
You watch me put money where my mouth is.
Yeah, I love it.
Actually, said put power where your mouth is. That'd be great.
I've seen you put money in your mouth and it's disgusting. You don't know where that has been.
Well,
On the floor.
Bro,
I'm not sure I'd put power in my mouth either. That probably...
J-Roy, you kicking us off? Where do you stand on this?
Well, I don't think we should be recalling our army. A strong offense is a good offense, so I think we should. It's just a good fence, right? I need a fence between me and them.
Okay.
I don't think we should recall.
And you can make a fence of the bodies you'll have to bury.
Jamie is the front line.
However, after exerting quite a lot of political power elsewhere in this game, I am left with very little to bargain here.
But you might as well use it all because you know the king's going to die and you're not going to get the power.
Well, I wanted the king to die last time, Tim.
I know you did.
And yet he's stubbornly clinging on. Nay, we should not recall our army to power.
I too shall place 2 power into nay.
Tim's totally pissed.
He's told him. He told him.
James?
Hang on.
Oh, got a spanner in the works here.
Yeah, he's just trying to kill off people's power.
It's only a minor spanner.
Killing off his own power as well.
Give me that shit. We must withdraw the army. Can you not see reason, my fellow councilman?
Negative. Never!
Why should we restore the army, James?
Look, if the army's out there, they're probably sweating in their uniform and that. We may as well get them back, get them in the barracks, get them in the castles.
You'd love to get them in the bloody barracks, wouldn't you, James?
Get their feet
I
up.
heard about you.
Get their feet up, get a cup of wine in their hand, a big trencher filled with stew in the other.
James,
But you'd love to get him drunk, wouldn't you, James? I have heard all about you.
You're avoiding the more pressing matter of the neighbour. Do we think the neighbour is legit? No, we care about the fucking soldiers. Fuck them.
Well, the neighbour, he's saying the right stuff. Let's just believe him. And if he's if he's lying, then we can deal with that later on. But it's not a problem just now, man.
Okay.
I do think the Council of Obriana has been imbibing of his own wine at this stage.
Oh, what are you doing, Tim? Oh, that's Tim. At least Jamie might be on my side.
See,
Come on.
reason.
No.
What are you doing? Seb, I've not
Oh,
voted yet.
that was 5. Sorry. I thought it was, for some reason I assumed it was a higher vote.
That's 5. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
That's why I was about to kick off.
For power.
Jimmy! What the hell are you doing? You're maybe on my side, man! You can't let these warmongers get away with this. This is like the US.
They can do what they want, man.
And the US can do what they want as well, to be fair.
It's good for morale, isn't it? Seb,
Jamie, did you to take your power?
I did not. I should get 7, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
James, I'm really powerful though, just in time for the king to die, so...
You opportunistic sleek-it
Wait,
ball-bag.
Oh, I can't...
We refuse to recall the troops from the border from the kingdom of Enkhal. This will make our people feel safer, but won't do anything to ease the rising tensions with the northern kingdom. Whether this strategy was brave or stern, only time will tell.
Uh-oh.
Number 66.
A Crimson War.
Ooh.
With the outpost war first report the movement at the border, it's clear the war with the kingdom of Enkhal is only a matter of time. When they attack, despite our army defending an entrenched position and outnumbering the enemy 5-1, the Enkhali vanquished the northern garrison with demeaning ease. Many doubt we could ever stand up to their might. Our generals, however, believe that if we rely on our superior numbers and put all the forces of our larger kingdom, we may still prevail. As the Enkhali start marching south towards Torque, we prepare to defend our people.
Not Torque! Not Torque!
It's pork.
We're right in the middle of it now, boys.
Pork.
What have you done? What have you done?
You warmongers.
The signer of is that Prestige or Crave?
Crave.
Ooh.
Could somebody... Yeah,
I locked it for you.
thanks.
Oh my god. Seriously? Why? Why are you doing that?
Because you made a point earlier, Seb.
I know. It's just he's just doing it to bother me.
And it is bothering you.
Well, just think, if we hadn't left our defences there, they would have already been in the fucking capitals by now.
Damn right. Sounds like it's time to crush these
Such a
territories.
fucking bullshit statement.
They would have,
How do you do it, Jamie? They could have swept through with ease, and they have to. So it's a good job we're prepared.
We're all bloody slaves by now.
Right, Tim, reading the card.
A city guard is found dead in Hogford while in possession of a book titled The Dark Light of the Ninth Daughter. Allegedly killed by a group of truth keepers, it is known they think the book is heretical, but they claim the guard was already dead when they found it. Do we punish the fanatics? Come on, I think that one's pretty cut and dry, lads. Pretty cut and dry. Punish them.
Radicalise them by punishing them, though.
Punish them!
Are you saying you don't want to
We
punish
should have fucking we shouldn't even have these fucking heretics if it wasn't for you fucking knob ends.
Look, there was no evidence to suggest that she was doing anything unlawful.
She's not done anything unlawful. She actually helped.
That we
our
know.
She's not even a witch. These guys are just mental.
She's literally bewitched you,
We could
James.
have taken her to trial and proven it. We could have.
Hey, you
proven it
know
ourselves.
if we voted to bring her in, she was getting her head chopped off.
Nah, mate.
And she's got a lovely head.
Yeah,
They could have pickled it for you.
Green.
Aye, but I can't do much with it if it's pickled.
James, are you voting nay?
I'm just playing a wee bit devil's advocate. I kind of am more towards it, to be quite honest. But I'm just saying that I'm concerned that if we start going after these guys, we're just going to have basically 2 wars in the north. We're going to have one war against the Enkhal and one war against the Truth Keepers, and I'm not sure that we really want to be fighting both of them.
We can't just let them run.
We can't just let terrorists live in our kingdom.
The country.
I'm just saying, we might end up radicalising them, and they say that he was already dead when they found him, so once again, there's a lack of evidence.
I'm certain there's no...
Lack of evidence you've done anything good for this kingdom, mate.
I'm pretty sure there's definitely
Mate, I'm trying to stop your warmongering ass! Like, if Jamie Balls had balled it, if he had balled it, we wouldn't be in this ridiculous situation.
You compromise our national security, which we prevented, thankfully, otherwise
you aggravated a superior foe, and you're just going to send our men into the meat grinder.
Did we attack them, James? No. We attacked defensive garrisons, and they attacked us.
In their land.
In their land.
In their land, it was neutral territory.
It was neutral territory. Neutral territory, and they attacked us. We didn't attack them. They moved in south.
I have put 5 on nay.
And I've passed for power. Tim, I would be with you. I'm all for punishing these heretics.
I don't think there's any evidence
rebels,
to show that they did anything wrong.
I have no power left. I've spent all my...
We're a just kingdom.
Capital with my contacts.
I think it's pretty clear there's never been a link between, radicalisation and extremely severe reprisals.
I won't feel bad, James, if you pass. I will feel bad, because then we'll win. But...
5... Alright, okay, we'll go 3 for nay. Actually, Tim can just bid.
Hang on. That'd make Tim can go up to 7, and then we can go... that's fine. Tim would have to outbid me, make him become the leader.
Did he not?
No.
Oh, no, hang on, sorry.
Tim, I'll put... No, hang on.
You could put 5 in, and then that would be it.
Yeah. I need to either put...
He would get a leader, though.
No, he wouldn't, because
you've got 5.
You'd need to put in 6.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, if I put in 3, then he could go to... He could just go to 4 and then have Seb break the tie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if you put in 4, the same thing
you don't have to, James. It's okay.
I know, but I just want to... I want to, what's the word, disrupt his plans.
You'd have to put 5 in, James, if you were doing it.
I haven't got any plans. I've been kicked in the
James,
dirt.
if you put 5 in, I will carry the rest of the fight.
If I put 5, I'm not putting 5 in. I don't care enough about it.
The king's gonna die, mate. The king's gonna die.
I'm passing for your goddamn power.
Bitch.
Excellent news.
You little bitch, James.
And I get it. So
you did the exact same thing the last go.
Yeah.
Who was the... Oh, Seb was the leader.
Yeah. Truth Keepers have caused fear and havoc throughout the kingdom for months, so their claims of innocence are difficult to believe. The culprits of this heinous crime are summarily executed as an example to all. Fanaticism can't take the place of the king's law.
Damn fucking right.
Yeah, right.
Done it.
Except I would add that it's not the king's law, it's my kingdom's law, or my duchy's law.
I've done the skills. I've done the skills and everything.
So the sticker reads, "We punished the truth keepers, and we stood up for the ability to think differently, and intellectual curiosity is booming." Oh, well, shit.
Did the king not die?
No.
Not yet, no.
Oh.
Jonas II has been particularly long-lived.
But it was an ideal situation if he turns.
Okay. It really was, yeah.
The Chamberlain reports that after visiting the royal palace, the son of the ambassador from the Republic of Kalpias has contracted a dire fever. The ambassador is now asking for our help to find a cure. Our scholars suggest that we consult Hysadora's medical treatise, but the cult suggests that we resort to traditional rites to cure the boy. Do we rely on Hysadora's studies to help the ambassador's son?
Damn right, she's an absolute gifted individual. You should get her help.
Don't trust her.
She's a gifted person.
As much as I hate to admit it, we have to do what's right by the kingdom. They could be a valuable ally against our war against Enkhal, given their strategic position.
Yep, I agree. Are we up here? We could. That's
So
just
you're
good politics, Tim.
trusting.
But yeah, again, Tim raises a good point. By trusting her, may we do more harm?
Yeah, you're just killing him off.
No.
What if he's poisoning her?
Why would she? What? Well, she's poisoning him.
Yeah.
No, she's a smart person. She is good at her
exactly.
job.
She's smart. She's smarter than you, so she's gonna fucking kill this guy off.
Remember where she appeared as well in the north in Durlac? How do we know she's not a sleeper agent for the Enkhal in the north?
No, she came out the north because she was hunted.
down.
Right? Because you wanted her to be fucking burned at the stake.
I did, and if we had, we would have saved a whole lot of fucking trouble.
No, we wouldn't. Have to deal with our fucking family and stuff. You know, this is not very nice. Right, Seb.
I believe, after the spirited debate, I am passing for
James.
I think everyone is quite aware of my thoughts on Hysadora.
And I agree. In a platonic sentiment.
Because we wouldn't want there to be any competition, my dear boy.
Pass for power.
Well, I'm going to put 4 in I.
Wow.
I think we're making a mistake here.
I think at this point
I will concede to the majority and pass for power.
our bed has been made, I believe.
As suggested by Hysadora's treatise, our scholars put a wet cloth over the son's forehead. Ooh, how novel! and placed 2 disgustingly fat leeches on his temples. Bloody hell. The next morning, the ambassador rejoices as his son appears to be healed. Hysadora's studies saved his life. The holy attendant, however, thinks his soul has died and the leeches now live within him. It is time to resupply the army. Woohoo! We could save money by mixing regular and grey wheat to produce the bread rations for our soldiers. Do we use cheap grey wheat to feed our soldiers?
If it's good enough for the peasants, it's good enough for the soldiers.
No,
Absolutely not.
I think our earlier defeats have really shown us that we need the best, and we're not going to have the best.
Yeah.
We have put so much effort into this fucking army, and it's always on us
No,
to
we
lose battles.
haven't. No, we fucking haven't. That's the problem.
Before we lost that battle, you and
Let's
Jeremy were fucking
fight
jacking
it.
each other off, saying how much you impress yourselves by beefing up the army, and then
And
we
it-
lost. Now you're
and
saying not beat up the army. Make up your minds.
So now you're saying that now we're losing, we should just give in and then become slaves to the north. Is that
I'm
right?
not giving in.
Well, then fucking vote for the grain.
No, I'm voting to give them the fucking same grain everyone else gets. I'm putting 6 power in.
Love it. I love to see
You know
it.
what? I'm putting 7 power in.
Excellent.
So unreasonable. You could have used that to stop the war, but you bottled it then, Jamie. What use is it giving them the shitty grain now? That's
war-
just...
The
Hang
idea.
on, I put it on the wrong side. I put it on the wrong side.
No, it's too late now.
Oh right, I was wondering why.
Imagine that had worked though.
Oh! 6 to nay.
6 to nay. Goodness gracious.
No, only the best for the army.
That's all he's got.
I will exert every sinew.
I believe that if it's good, I am on side with Janie here. If it's good enough for the peasants, it is good enough for the
You're
soldiers.
putting it on the wrong side, Seb, if you're on my side. Nay.
I'm putting 4 into.
It's not your birthday in the game, Jerry.
Yes, it is.
Imagine if it was. James, you gonna bolster us or are you gonna pass?
We're losing this war, James. We need every advantage.
No, it's good enough for the peasants, it's good enough for the soldiers.
It's good enough for the peasants. It's good enough for the bloody soldiers.
This is
Wait,
outrageous.
hang on. I just realised I did not need to put that much power in. Cause,
Yes, you did. It's too late now.
It's too late, bro.
Yeah.
So we're sitting on 14 to J-Roy's 6. Tim, if you put in 9 power,
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna pass for power.
that's fair.
I would say I hope you live to not regret this, Jamie, but after this, I don't think any of us will live at all.
And
Especially not the
it's
green
just a different colour, man. Honestly. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Just a different colour, he says.
Considerable amounts of cheap grey flour are diluted with regular and more valuable flour. Bread rations for our soldiers. Producing food for the army becomes remarkably cheaper, but the soldiers don't fail to notice the diminished quality of their food.
Wow, this is extremely convenient because so actually what happens now? The king has died, but it's also gone up the top over the top of the power track.
Yeah. What takes precedent, James? We decided to feed our soldiers with cheap bread. Each morsel reminds them how little we care for their well-being. They risk their lives for us.
I would say that given that the resolution order happens that you read the outcome, apply changes, apply chronicle sticker, open an envelope, then place the dilemma card on the time counter. Like chronologically, if you go through that order, then it would be that the king abdicates.
It says on Board Game Geek that abdication is first in the rulebook. Also, it says since you resolve all of checking for skulls, abdication has then checking for skulls, abdication has priority over skulls.
Okay. So basically, James, you're right. Yeah. So the king abdicates, and then immediately dies.
Now I can retire.
House Cromwell sends him our regards.
Come
A
on.
3-way tie for first place.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I have Jamie Balls on 18, Tim on 13, Seb on 18, J. Roy on 18, and myself on 8.
Kingdom's doing well there.
Kingdom's doing well, apart from the bloody barbarian invasion.
Right, look at our stats right now. Don't worry about what might happen. Think about what is happening. And what is happening is everything is going up and everything's good.
Where was Jamie when talk fell?
We lost one garrison, guys. It's gonna be fine.
You know what's not going up, Jamie? The stonks are going up. The stonks aren't going up.
Not a single fucking stonk card has come out.
Not a single stonk has come up.
Put your fucking hands